What's up, guys? It's Drew from Two Dudes Streaming. Just wanted to get into something a little niche, unique, new, novel that I experienced this evening, and potentially something that we could look into expanding the channel with. So I had the opportunity of joining Chris over at Filmstock on one of his pre-screenings that he is privy to of The Flash this evening. I just got back from that, so this video is not going to be a review. This video is not going to be like a non-spoiler or a spoiler review. I'm going to leave that up to Chris. And again, please go check him out over at Filmstock. This is really going to be kind of a review of the process that I went through tonight and was able to experience for the first time. I'm probably going to do a little bit of my reaction to the movie itself and just my overall feelings of the experience. So, to give a little background, Chris, with his influence that he now has in the movie world and the entertainment industry as a whole, is privy to these pre-screenings. With him being part of an association that I am blanking on at the moment, that gives him the ability to watch these movies 10 or so days before they hit theaters. The Flash drops June 16th. Today, I believe, is June the 5th, June the 6th. I apologize when I'm recording this. So, anyway, he got the invite to watch the pre-screening of this film, and he was allowed to bring a plus one. He's always allowed to bring a plus one, but normally his lady friend Cam is that plus one, and she was unable to attend this evening. So I got the invite. So I was able to meet up with Chris at the movie theater. Oops. Able to meet up with Chris over at the movie theater and walk right in. So the way it works is he's on a list of people who are allowed to walk in. And there are also some general audience members that I believe can also apply for admittance. But I think that's more of like a movie by movie basis. That's not guaranteed. And they have to wait in line, and once they run out of seats, they run out of seats. It's just simply how it is. However, for Chris and myself this evening, we had reserved spots. We were able to skip the line, walk up. He said, "Hi, I'm Chris, film stock," so on and so forth. And we got these little purple wristbands, and they actually gave us this. We got our Flash poster. Very cool poster. Very high quality poster. Not exactly what you would get for $4.99 at the Scholastic Book Fair back in the day. So you skip that line, and then like that's to buy your tickets, and then to actually where they tear your ticket, or back in the day, now they really just scan a QR code on your phone. You get to skip that line too. You just walk right in because you have a little wristband on, so you just do your thing. Go to the bathroom, obviously, because it's a run time of over 2 hours. And then you are greeted by this rather large gentleman at the entrance of the theater, and he gives you the whole spiel. Hey, I know you're not supposed to have phones in the theater, but especially pre-screenings. And Chris already warned me about this, so I was already expecting this. But normally they just say silence your phones. No, they wanted them off. And I mean, I didn't have to turn it off, but I was, rather safe than sorry. I know Do Not Disturb is a thing. I get that, but I don't know. Just for peace of mind, I just turned it off so I could enjoy the movie. And then, so we got that. So when we get to our seats, there's these little reserved signs straight out of Warner Brothers Pictures. Uh, that really just lay out that seats are reserved because the press, I believe, is what Chris referred to them as, have their own little section that they sit in on the upper end, and then the lower end is reserved for the general admittance. But it was a full theater. The experience, as far as watching the movie, wasn't that different. But one thing that really threw me off was there were no prequels. I like prequels. And you don't really realize how long prequels are until you have plenty of time to get your popcorn and get your drink and go to the bathroom one last time. No, I mean we really walked in, used the restroom real quick, and sat down. I posted a story on Instagram, and then the movie was starting. It was a very quick process. Um, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. The movie itself was, I mean, it was a good movie. I'm not going to say it was a great movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It was a good movie. Um, the first part, a little rocky, but as soon as the story got going, I felt myself getting engrossed in the film. I think the middle um, part of the movie is definitely the strength here. I think like the first 10% is where it's really trying to establish itself, and then somewhere between 2/3 and 3/4 of the way through the movie is where they start to lose me, which I think is pretty consistent with movies that include time travel. Um, I mean, there's just some holes, some head scratchers that you really need to think about and maybe talk over with a couple friends after the fact. Make sure, like, hopefully between the few of you that were paying attention, that you were able to actually piece it all together. Because I mean, time travel is just a complicated thing to introduce in movies. I mean, Back to the Future, which I consider one of the OGs in time travel in film. Uh, I mean, if you really, really think about it, no matter how hard I love that franchise and the characters, like there are just some gaps there when it comes to time travel. And even as recent as the Avengers, like there's some gaps there when it comes to like the whole Captain America thing, going back and reliving his life. Like there are obviously implications. It's just the movie's choice whether they want to harp on those. Um, as y'all can probably tell from the trailer, this movie is all about the implications. Um, but I'll let you know I'll let the movie tell you that, or if you don't want to spend the time to go watch the movie, I'll let you go check out Chris over at Film Stock again. And actually, I was actually able to meet one of Chris's friends, Jaron. Jaron talks movies. He is also a YouTuber in the space. So that is Jaron talks movies. JAREN. Dropped him a subscription. So it looks like he's got some quality product out there. Good guy. We were actually all three of us were in Chris's reaction video. So that was really cool, and it was just really fun, just sitting there and discussing the movie after the fact. I really enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed movies. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend that I have watched every single movie known to man. I like the movies that I like. Um, I Anyone who knows me personally knows that the movies that I really like, I quote all the time. I mean, we've really gotten to the point with some of my friends where they're questioning whether any of my thoughts are actually my own or if they're all just movie references. Um, so I'm genuinely considering making this in some way, shape, or form part of what we do here. Um, I'll have to think that over and see what I want to do with that. But I just wanted to get that on the table, maybe as a little teaser. I'm not really sure. Um, but anyway, I really, really enjoyed my time. Um, I think the experience was eye opening and very enjoyable. Um, but I hope everyone has a great time. If y'all are going to go check it out, please let me know how you felt about the movie down in the comments. If you're not going to go check it out, tell me why not. Or if you just really want to discuss movies, we can discuss movies. There have been some pretty heavy blockbusters come out in the last couple of weeks, days, months. Let me know what movies you're looking forward to seeing. I personally have a couple that I'm really looking forward to, but that might be a different topic for a different day. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end it there. So appreciate y'all hanging around for this long. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, appreciate y'all hanging around. If you like what you saw, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment if you feel like you got something to say. Hey, even drop a subscription. We are Two Dudes Streaming on all the other socials except for Facebook and MySpace. Literally the only two I can think of. But again, I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you next time.